Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano right now. Just once again, before I begin, thank you very much for your continued support across the entire channel here. We're getting some fantastic feedback on this channel, you know, and we do strive to help you. This is the whole purpose of the channel, okay? We're not some moon boy, we're going to $10 million sort of channel, okay? We might throw crazy little predictions out now and again, but we like to think that we're realists, okay? And we're bringing a level of realism to yourself and a level of learning. And obviously, you know, we're always going to show you the breakdown targets and support targets. And obviously, we've got these crazy ass price predictions up there. And, you know, why not? That, you know, they're going to be fruitful. It's good. We're in a bull market. But what you're going through right now is just across the board, really. You're going through back tests of support, okay, and you're going through levels of consolidation, especially in Cardano as well. We have been anticipating a breakout of this sort of bull pennant on the daily time frame, this sort of triangular pattern there. Do you see that? You know, and I can show you where it's happened before. There, and you had the breakup, you know, and we're targeting that there, and then the breakup. But obviously, it went up and it hit its head on resistance, which was a 0.50, which is at $1.23, and you can see it's just been getting rejected from that point, and it's actually starting to come back down. But I want to reassure you that you are still, you know, you are above this daily EMA, which is good, okay? So that just, to me, it just screams level of consolidation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to break down and fall to oblivion. You know, you just got these EMAs coming up and it's a bit slow and it's a bit drab and it's a bit boring, you know, and potentially by the time you've sort of gone sideways like this, you may get that 55 EMA daily retest there, which is perfectly healthy, because you do need that, okay? You do need that level of support. And sometimes I think that when things go like this for so long and go sideways for so long, when they've got so far away from these daily EMAs, it is basically just a call in saying, come on, get back on the train with us. We need you to catch up, because, you know, you need to get back on the rocket with us. And that's basically it. So these are just creeping up to sort of get back on the rocket ships and refuel these rocket boosters here, okay? Because you can see what happens when you do break down, you touch these sort of levels, it gives you an enormous boost, okay? You sort of break down, you get retest levels, the RSI gets set, the MACDs get reset, and it just refuels those rocket ships, so to speak, to get these tests off, especially off 55. I mean, look, when you get the test off 55, what it does, you got a test off the 20 there, and you pumped up, okay, and you fell through. But when you're actually getting these solid tests off 55 and confirming that you're not breaking through them, okay, it's really strong and really good, okay, for Cardano and many other projects. But as you can see, just as you went up, you got really far away from these EMAs, and this is just allowing yourself to catch up to them. Because look, you know, in a few months, okay, because we are in a mega bull market, we're in a mega bull market, there's no denying what we are in. We're in a mega bull market. There's a lot of money coming into the space, okay? Some analysts are saying that you're talking a $10 trillion market cap for cryptos, okay? You're looking at Bitcoin breaking down right now. It's losing its dominance. So you're looking at alt season coming into play. And I think what we're seeing is one last kind of little dip across the board for a lot of alts, okay, before they do rocket. And there's a lot of alts that we are targeting in the channel there that are actually rocketing, okay? XRP is one of those. We made a video a few weeks ago outlining our reasons for why we do believe XRP will take off and get to those levels that we've outlined, and so far so good. But what you've got to realize with Cardano is no bullshit. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you as it is. You've gone up so much, okay? You know, just a few months ago on January, you was down here at 17 cents, okay? You're now over $1. You've appreciated so much, so do allow a little bit of cooling down, okay? A little bit of common sense says, well, we've gone up 980%, you know, since December, roughly the start of the year. You know, look at that impulsive wave there. Come back down, tested the EMAs, that impulsive wave, come back down, test the EMAs. That one, you can see that this was a massive move, consolidated, and it's run out of steam, okay? It doesn't mean it's bullet or bearish, it doesn't mean it's going to roll over and go to oblivion. It just means that it's run out of steam, okay? It needs to go sideways, needs to get some of these levels retest and reset, and yeah, basically just keep going sideways. A court accumulation, it's very boring, I do know, and I do apologise. There's nothing I can do about it. I wish it could just pump up, but the fact that you've broken out of this sort of triangle now invalidates this particular ascending triangle, okay? And we'll always be honest with you, so that target's gone at the moment, so you always have to go with the pattern that's in play. Otherwise, you know, it's another day sort of. No, always go with a pattern that's in play, okay, until invalidated away. And that particular pattern is basically invalid because you are closing below this sort of support line of this ascending triangle right now. So at the moment you are below this late adopter support line as well at the moment, so we'll get rid of that at the moment. I'll just leave that up there for a bit though. But what we're going to do now is obviously look at where we could potentially go moving forward. And you could see that if we had this target here, which is the support line of this double top, because when it goes up, it runs out steam, rolls over. Once you start losing support, you fall through that. And we do have that target, okay, which is down there, which you know about. But you know what I said to you yesterday is that the 55 EMA, okay, is invalidating this sort of play where we can sort of fall down in that, because if you was to come down, I would expect that the 55 EMA would be a major level of support. And the other thing is as well, okay, you can see that all Cardano's doing is just hogging and staying above this daily 20 EMA, okay, the yellow line, which is really good. It's really good actually. It's basically Cardano's a stable coin. You wouldn't go far wrong just putting your money in Cardano and then flipping it into Bitcoin and alts and stuff instead of putting it into Tether, because it is a bit of a stable coin. Someone made the joke the other day in the Telegram group there, it's a stable coin. But as you can see, just to clarify, this is even just forming an extended sort of bull pennant. So it's just a patience game, because you can see here, you've got this sort of triangle, this horizontal triangle thing starting to go on now with Cardano. So it gets a bit boring, a bit flat like this, okay, so you've got the resistance there and you've got the support here. You see, if you start trading in something like that, then you will be looking at that breakout further down the line, as you get close to the apex towards the end of April there. And the way you target that is, I've shown you this before, from there to the initial point of which you broke up, so that sort of area there. So then when you get to the apex, bit boring, bit flat, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, blah, 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 up and down, very sideways, very flat. Get to the apex of this bull pennant type pattern for Cardano, boom, you're up there, and you break out and you're up at 136. Again, it's just a patience game. So that's a bit further down the line, that breakout there for Cardano in a bit. Providing you can remain in this sort of bull pennant type pattern where you do go up and you come back down, you do come up and come back down. So it's definitely something you want to keep an eye on. So that's basically Cardano. What we'll do, I'll see if I can see anything on the 4-hourly time frame right now. You do know that we've got this level here, which is a level of support from our bear flag, but that bear flag was actually invalidated because yesterday, the bear flag was, it pushed up. It was trying to reject the bearish cross. That was it yesterday, wasn't it? We made it, and we was hoping for an EMA retest where we get the repel. I remember now. Okay, so this was coming down. The price was dragging down for a slingshot at EMA retest, and it failed, and you got the bearish cross. Okay, so for full transparency, these are not good. Okay, when you get bearish crosses like that, it creates more selling pressure, and you do see that sort of push more down towards the downside. And this was our target off the bearish bear flag there. We did have that target was roughly from there to there, and where you start to break out of the bear flag, we did say, and you're roughly breaking out of it just there. So you are sort of pushing. Realistically, you may see yourself come down to that sort of target down there, okay, over the next few days for Cardano, unless you can get a bit of a miracle and get bought up. But you've always got to go with a pattern that's in play, okay. So at the minute, it did come up, okay, form this sort of little bear flag where it comes up diagonally. You see that with no substance, no volume, okay. So like I said to you, I've shown you yesterday's video, it's a continuation trend, okay. You see these bull flags that go up, they go up and they start to come back on themselves, but then they pop out, okay, and they're just a continuation trend, and just like these are. And you can see what happened here is that Cardano broke down, okay, it formed a base, this bottom here, and started to go back up. It was getting caught on some kind of resistance, but then it actually hit its head on the EMA there. You see that, the 55, okay, and it's actually forced the bearish cross. So that, given with that and this bear flag sort of coming into play, you can see you're starting to push down and break down towards this level here. So that is on the card. I'm not going to lie to you, I always tell you how I see it. So at the moment, you could be looking at Cardano losing that level of support there, okay. If it loses that level of support at 115, then I would expect more downside, because what happens if it does bounce there, you form something that looks like a double bottom, and I'll always tell you what I see. So if you come down there, okay, and you get the bounce there, you form this sort of WW bottom, okay, and you could see that push up and break through these EMAs and back test the support and march on. But at the moment, you are in a downtrend in the 4 hour, and you are coming down to test this key level of support support right there for Cardano. So I hope you enjoyed that update. I'll always be transparent with you, and I'll always tell you what I see, okay? But so far, downtrend, a little bit of a push down to test key levels of support. Do take care, have a good day, and I'll catch you tomorrow in tomorrow's Cardano update. But overall, bullish, okay? Overall, Cardano is really bullish. Like I said to you, just going through that long, boring, extended level of accumulation and retesting those support lines, and hopefully, you know, getting that 55 daily EMA retest to refuel them rocket ships to take the next leg up in this bull market. Take care all. Bye-bye.